Nigel Farage joins us from the UK, both broadcaster and now Member of Parliament. Great man, lovely to see you. And I've got to say, well done for standing up for smokers. Now, let's be very clear. Those of you who have a dart, those of us that have a cigar, stupid, killing ourselves slowly, not good for kids, give up, we get all of that, right? But it does remain a legal product. Now, if it is a legal product, where should you be able to consume it? Now, this, Nigel, is an interesting point because in the UK, plenty of people love a drink and they love a dart with the drink, and it's pretty liberal to do so outside. But this new mob look like they're going to get rid of that.
Yeah, we've got this new Labour government who are showing their sort of puritan streak that they must control every aspect of our lives. Look, liberty, as, defined by John Stuart Mill back in the 19th century, is the freedom to pursue your own activities, provided they're not to the detriment of others. All right? So if you go outside into a beer garden to have a smoke, you don't have to affect anybody else unless they choose to come in your area. And that's why these laws are frankly, unworkable. And Australia's the example, isn't it? I mean, look at what's happened in Melbourne, where you've taxed cigarettes to a crazy level, you've made it very difficult to smoke anywhere in the state of Victoria, and now guess what's happened? The tobacco trade is in the hands of the criminals, and you've had 97 fire bombings in the last 2 years. So I've been warning the government here, don't do what they've done in Melbourne. Don't take a legal activity and effectively criminalise it.
Well, and also, you've got this very obvious double standard, right, which is the consumption of the legal product that is tobacco, and then the people who would like to change the law to legalise things like cannabis. Certain states in this country have changed things when it comes to drug possession. So which is it? Is it the Puritan society where everyone is not allowed to do anything, or is it the place where you do you as long as you don't harm other people? There's midways in between. But I always find, just from a public policy perspective, it is almost impossible to talk about some of the logic in all of this, because any level of discussion is considered advocacy, and advocacy for smokers equals you, sir, are worse than Hitler, as was the joke in The Simpsons.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to the state of Colorado where smoking a joint's great, but light a cigarette, oh my goodness gracious me, you think you've done something terrible. So you're right, there is a big contradiction here, but look, the general direction of travel is to control our lives. The World Health Organization have now said there is no safe legal limit for alcohol, so they'll be coming for that next. And would you believe, in the last 4 days in this country, a report out suggests that having just one croissant every morning significantly affects your chances of having a heart attack. So either we just all give up and live on bread and water, or perhaps that won't even work, or you reach a point where, frankly, you disrespect this so much, you just tell them all to go to hell.
100%. Could you imagine anyone running on a platform of shut the beer gardens and get rid of the Pretz? I don't think they'd be able to get over the line. There's little bakeries on almost every corner. Good luck. Let's go to America. So Biden was brought out today by Harris, Labor Day, celebration of unions, blah, blah, blah. But fascinatingly, we were all supposed to get this massive convention bounce because Oprah was there and Michelle Obama, and, well, statistically that hasn't turned up. And even the betting markets, which, yes, at one point had her in front, now have got Trump in front. Now, I know there's a whole bunch of stats I can show that go this way or that way, but by this point in time, he was supposed to be a dead duck, according to all of the media, and guess what? He ain't.
Yeah, I think that the Kennedy pulling out and supporting Trump in the key states, I think that was a bigger moment than people realised.
100.
Here was somebody right from the very heart of the post-war Democratic Party saying, look, they don't represent the values of my father and my uncle. I think that was a big moment. I think the Tulsi Gabbard moment, again, a Democrat who'd come to Trump's side. So I do actually think quietly the Trump campaign has been getting better. I just hope he never mentions Joe Biden ever again. He got himself a bit stuck with this idea that he wanted to fight Biden and Biden had gone because there was a coup. Well, forget that. You're up against this woman, and it's much harder in politics to criticise and attack a female politician than it is a male politician. So he just needs to get that balance right. I know this myself from my time in the European Parliament attacking European commissioners. But look, no, the Trump campaign is getting itself back into a better place. And look, I promise you, on November the 5th, he is going to win.
I'm hard up against it. I've got 30 seconds. What do you think of the Harris interview on CNN?
Yep. I didn't know there was one. I thought it was a love-in and a little sort of chit-chat between mates.
Very good point. That's a man who knows how to time out. Thank you, Nigel. We will see you on your show, of course, on GB News, and we'll see you here again next week.